4:55. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist.
Keep that thing away from me.
And tonight from Outside Providence, which is this new movie you've been seeing all the commercials for, the one with Alec Baldwin and the rest of the young troublemakers. Not that Alec's a young troublemaker, but we have a couple of the stars of this new movie that'll be in here. Amy Smart, who is not here, Shawn Hatosy, who is here, and Amy should be coming along, allegedly. But anyway, we have Shawn, who's really the star of the thing anyway, because Shawn's a guy who's getting sent to the boarding school.
That's right.
And Alex, your old man, right?
Old man, he's called Old Man Dunphy.
So give us a synopsis of the story.
Story is a young kid, working class, Providence, Rhode Island. The old man actually calls him Dildo. It's that kind of relationship. And, he, it's the 70s, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And he gets into a bit of trouble, so my old man sends me off to this prep school in Connecticut, where he falls in love with a beautiful girl named Jane Weston.
Who is?
Amy Smart, who isn't here.
Right.
A little disappointed.
Well, that's a love.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically, she should be around. We have a very, our guests have a sort of loose policy on this show. But she'll, I'm sure she'll hamper along.
That's right.
A lot of people get lost on the way to the studio. So it's a fairly small film. I mean, is it an independent film?
It was initially an independent film. We did it independently, and once they edited the thing, Miramax took a look at it, and they bought it.
And they've been really backing this thing. I mean, again, it comes out this Wednesday, and the push has been going on with this thing for a couple of weeks now. And it must be good because they're putting a lot behind it.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what you hope for. The Farrelly brothers wrote the script.
Oh, they did?
As you know, they did There's Something About Mary and Dumb and Dumber. And,
right.
Wow, look who...
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Amy Smart is now here.
I completely lost coming here.
Yeah, that's all right. Everyone gets lost.
So, like I said, it's a Farrelly Brothers movie, which, there is the signature Farrelly Brothers humor.
Right.
But it ends up being a really nice, kind of heartwarming, really kind of charming film.
Is there a twist to the plot?
Well, I can't give it away, Drew.
It's a coming-of-age, fish-out-of-water story.
Yes.
It's essentially Peter Farrelly's, adolescence.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so you and Amy fall in love?
Yes.
And Amy, you're from the prep school,
Right.
as well?
Yeah, I play Jane Weston, who's completely opposite of him. And she's, from an affluent family, and she has, high goals for herself. And I like
Dunphy, who has no goals.
Right. So because they're so opposite, they have such an attraction for each other, and they complement each other.
Yeah.
She's a sweet girl.
Yeah, but in real life, you'd just be bringing him home to piss off your dad.
That's
Probably when I was
Right,
16.
that's right.
That's what we've learned
That's where
from this
attractions
show.
come from.
Yeah. How can I piss Dad off the most?
Right.
All right.
It's a common impulse, though.
You guys know how the show works? You just, people call in, we make fun of them.
We're going to talk about your club hand.
Oh, yeah, I got my surgery done on Friday. Drew was nice enough to come by. For people who haven't been keeping up, I had it's called a bursa, they called it, I think. It's like, what is that, a cyst?
Synovial cyst, yeah.
And it was big, and it was in the palm of my hand, and I know there's many jokes that are made about the location of the cyst and how I like to go on ad nauseum about pleasuring myself, but it really was not connected to that at all. I used to be a boxing instructor, and guys used to punch my hands, and it was constant trauma that causes big growth. I had it for years. I finally decided to get it out. I did it on Friday. Drew came by the hospital, paid a little visit to me.
Yeah, make sure everything's going okay.
That's a big club.
And what I walked in on was Adam surrounded by people around his bed laughing out loud. And then he flags me down. I swear you were loaded on something.
No, I wasn't.
And he goes, Drew, do they have to take my underpants?
Well,
do they have to take my underpants? They're taking a copy of my arm. Do they have to take my underpants?
Yeah, that's the whole, and to me, that's a psychological thing. It's like you're being interned in some prison camp or something. They're trying to break you down. No logical reason why they need the underpants. They're trying to break the man.
Of course, the nurses and the anesthesiologists were falling out of the room laughing, and you were serious.
I was deadly serious because here's the thing. Anyone who's been to the hospital, that had surgery, done any of that, knows they give you a gown. and the gown laces up in the back.
Back.
And you can't get at it real well, and your ass is hanging out constantly.
And Adam has a especially disturbing quality of his posterior.
Yes, I have a very disturbing ass. Thank you for bringing that up in front of the young guest.
You're a left-handed guy, right? You were saying?
I'm left-handed, and my ass is got plenty of hair on it, and you know, they shift you from gurney to bed and from bed back to gurney, and when you're shifting and you're open in the back, there's just a lot of stuff going on down there. There's plenty of opportunities for embarrassment, right? And as you know, Drew, I also have a larger than average scrotum, right? We've talked about. Oh, well, you've seen it. I mean, when we travel, right? Okay. So the point is I said to him, how about I keep my underpants on since you're working on my hand? And my hand is really, look, it's 4 feet away from my groin right now. You could work on it. No, we're going to need the underpants. I said, what? And I didn't want to sound like a prude, but I like my underpants. They're nice.
Of course.
I just dumped talc down them like an hour ago before I left the house. I felt they were my lucky underpants. Yeah, I talc up before I leave the house.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
I said, no, it's good hygiene.
Paper mache.
And I also knew I might not be making it back in the shower for a few days with the new cast on and stuff, so I dumped, gave it a little extra shot of the talc, a little extra dusting down there. But I said, why do I have to give my underwear up? And they said, well, there's a couple of reasons. A, they could catch on fire. I said, hold on now.
Catch on
Wait a
fire?
minute. Well, now some people wear nylon underpants, and if they're undergoing radiation therapy or something, there's a chance that these could. So I said, okay, well, let's just check those two things off the list because I'm wearing pure cotton and there's no radiation going on. So let's move on to number 2. Well, a lot of folks wet themselves. I said, that's a chance I'm willing to take. In my underwear, I'll drive home in them if I have to. I just emptied myself out. I'm feeling confident. I haven't, Drew, as you know, I haven't wet the bed in,
3 months.
3 weeks?
Yeah. 3 months.
Has it been about 3 months?
This is, Sunday, 3 months.
3 months. So I'm feeling extra confident. And, the surgery is 45 minutes, so I think I can keep from pissing on myself in that 45 minutes, but they needed the panties. And I didn't want to piss them off
I just
before they
wanted to
put
know,
me out.
not to bring up some inside humor here, but were they offended by the term underpants?
No, but I know what you're referring to, and I don't even want to get back into it. All right?
Let's go.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
That's bad radio, Drew. Chris?
Yeah,
You're 22.
I am, yeah. This question's for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
I like working out and lifting weights, but I, like most 22-year-olds, also like to, pleasure myself or, orgasm with a girl. And I was wondering if,
Are you really 22?
yeah, do I sound immature?
Adam, why don't you answer him?
Yeah. That could just be the Vicodin speaking, but yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, and so anyway, my question was,
Do you take steroids?
no.
Okay, all right.
Take Paxil, but that's irrelevant.
All right.
My question is whether, losing my ejaculate, whatever you want to call it, I guess what I'm saying, if I stay backed up, will I have greater gains in the gym?
I doubt it. And, already listen, the Paxil is going to drop your sexual drive anyway. So if your theory were correct, the Paxil should make people more muscly if they work out.
No, but I was just thinking instead of, always,
He didn't follow me, did he?
then
No, I mean,
body and then...
no, he doesn't want to lose his chi.
I understand that life force might flow out of him, but the fact is, the same chi is building, but Paxil diminishes the drive to release the chi.
Right.
So if his theory were correct, Paxil would be what you would take to increase your stamina and your athletic performance.
Because you would store more
You would store
sperm.
more chi, right?
More chi.
And in fact, there's nothing to do with that. So no, it can keep your aggression up. You'll be more aggressive, perhaps, but it really has nothing to do with any of that. Okay.
All right, hey, one last question.
In fact, there's a certain point at which your testosterone levels start to fall. There's sort of a middle range.
If you don't keep the cycle
there's
going.
a range at which you need too much drops your levels and too little drops your levels.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
It's cast.
Well, how much
Could be
your
trouble.
testosterone levels are rising by the moment here.
Oh, man.
a week? Would that be good?
Don't worry about it. You're fine. You're fine, Chris. You're obsessing about something. Was the Paxil for obsessive compulsive disorder?
No, depression.
Depression. Okay. Does it help?
I think, yeah.
That's a good answer. Has the medication helped the depression? Yeah, I guess. That's quite an endorsement of the Paxil. Yeah, well, I mean, there was that, it's kind of a wives' tale that, before athletic events and things like that, you're not supposed to have sex.
Right.
Never anything with women, though. It's always a guy thing.
It's a focus thing, I guess.
Well, then people sort of take it and run with it, and then there was that whole sort of Chinese chi thing with that feng shui and all that other nonsense. It's ridiculous stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Anything, I don't like people attacking the institution of masturbation, especially as it relates to sports. Megan?
Hi.
You're 17?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I was sexually assaulted, raped a while ago while I was babysitting at a person's house. And lately, though, I've been really sexually active, a lot more than I ever was.
What happened with the assault?
I spent the night there because I had to leave early in the morning, and woke me up at about 4 a.m. His wife had already left and forced me to have sex with him.
His wife had already left to go to work or something?
Yeah, she had left for work pretty early.
Wow. And so this was the family, the dad, right?
Yeah.
Awful.
And how long had you known the family?
Years, since I was 3-4 years old.
And so how old were you 17 when this happened?
Yeah, it was about 3 months ago.
Did you have any treatment for it?
No.
And what happened? I mean, you didn't report him or anything?
Yeah. I went to the hospital immediately after.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I called my mom.
It puts it in a whole different context, frankly.
Yeah.
And was he prosecuted?
Nothing's happened yet. It's kind of confusing. They aren't. He claims I consented, so they really can't prove much because I didn't put up much of a fight. He was a lot bigger than me.
Yeah, but why would you go to the hospital and file a report if you'd consented? I mean, that would be my logic if I was trying to prosecute this case.
Had you ever been victimized in the past?
When I was 12 or 13, he played strip poker with a friend of mine, and I...
Anything before that?
I'm not really sure. I can remember from when I was a little kid that I've had way too far advanced of sexual knowledge.
Why?
I knew what to do when I was really young. I didn't, though, but I knew what happened, and...
How did you know that?
I have no idea. I just, for some reason, have known.
Were you exposed to something?
I don't know. If I was, I don't remember.
Okay, so this guy raped you. You filed a police report. You had a forensic examination, or what do they call
Forensic
it?
exam, yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Wow.
The surgeon did you some good. That'll bop you on the head, too.
That goddamn Vicodin's turning me into a genius. I'm
Amazing.
telling you. I swear to God, I had like 2 of those and a glass of wine yesterday. Nothing. Nothing. I got this surgery for the Vicodin, and now it's nothing. I got to take more, right, Drew?
What do you guys think? Well, she was saying she was more sexually active now. Is that
She started acting out sexually since being raped.
Almost like 2 weeks afterward, I had sex with someone I had known one day, and that is so not like me. I'd only had sex once before that with someone I really cared about and had been with for a really long time. And then I've had 2 sexual partners in the past 3 months, and...
Which for you is over the top.
Yeah. It's definitely scaring me that I did that. And
Yeah, but it's not a sex spree, but certainly not by Loveline standards.
But not by our standards, but by her standards, and she is feeling badly about it and can't contain the behaviors. What does she do?
I don't know. I mean, I guess if she's got feelings, if she's feeling guilt, then maybe she really think things and perhaps not be involved sexually, especially if this is something that's really messing you up. I don't know. I mean...
Well, don't you think she needs a little therapy? I mean, considering she was raped by this guy?
I mean, this is some sort of expression of the pain you're in, and it's a way of trying to feel reassured and to sort of remaster these situations in which you felt so powerless. Usually we see that kind of behavior triggered in response to something that happened a long time ago, which makes me worry that something did happen long ago, yet people who are victimized in childhood don't typically stand up and report things like this.
Yeah, this one's kind of on the fence.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing, but I'll tell you what, this to me is sort of a perfect circumstance for genuinely plain old rape counseling, where you get in a room with other women who've experienced what you've experienced, and you can really work through, let go of some of this amazing feeling that you've got, and you really have not felt any of it yet, I suspect, although you're walking around with it an awful lot, and this is not the way to try to deal with it. And until it goes away, these symptoms are not going to diminish.
All right. Tom.
Exactly what I said.
Hi. My friend.
Yeah.
He's 16. And should I just tell you my problem right now?
Yeah.
Okay. He's 16, and at work, his manager, who's like 35 and he's married and has 2 kids, asked him like how he felt about like gay people and bisexual people, and my friend said it's fine. So then he asked him like if he could. The manager asked my friend if he could have his number and like asked him to do a movie. And I'm wondering if like my friend should like talk to the police if this guy's gonna like I don't know, like.
He's a manager. How old's your friend?
16.
How old's the guy?
Like 35.
And manager what kind of place?
Like a restaurant.
What's the matter?
Nah, I don't know. I was thinking fast food. When,
Of course.
Well,
so, yeah.
like.
Listen, your friend's got to just quit.
Okay.
Yeah, but it sucks that he has to give up his job.
Yeah, but the job sucks anyway, right?
Well, kind of.
Where's the place? What's the name of the place?
Giovanni's?
Oh, it's a mom and pop place?
I don't know. Not really.
Is there 150 of them nationwide?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen it. I don't know. I've seen more than one in Minneapolis.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
All right.
But
What's he doing there?
Well, he makes hoagies.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Delicious
hoagies?
No less.
Hey, but, I mean, does he love his job?
Probably not.
All right.
Yeah.
You could probably sue the company and sue this guy and all that kind of stuff.
wait.
But I'm old-fashioned. It's like you have an a-hole boss who comes on to you. You're 16. You're making hoagies. You just quit.
Well, how about this isn't the boss, the manager. Maybe there's somebody above the manager you can go to. Is there an owner?
I don't know.
Well, what about the Giovanni family?
If he can't report
Don
it to
Giovanni.
If he can't,
I mean,
if he can't report it to somebody, he needs to find a way to put a stop to this. He is right in this. If he call an attorney, if he really wants to keep his job.
no.
I mean,
The guy didn't threaten to fire him, did he?
No.
He just wanted his number.
Yeah.
So
And
just tell him no. Well, listen, I'm done. Tom, I appreciate you
tell the owner.
looking out for your buddies, but I don't like these second-party calls.
No.
I think it
Let's not take any more of those. Why do we care? His buddies.
Mental note, yeah.
Christian,
18.
Hi.
what's going on?
I thought I'd try and bring you a little good news.
Christian sounds 6 times older than that guy that said he was 22.
Right.
Well,
Christian.
thank you.
Yeah.
But I called in about 2 years ago asking whether I should move in with my dad, which was a more stable environment than my mother.
I hope we advised you to do so.
Yeah, you did, and I ended up doing that.
Good.
And that's where I'm living now, and it's worked out really well.
Great.
I'm living with my father, who my parents were divorced when I was really young, and I've never been really close to him. And now I'm going away to school in about 3 weeks, and I'm kind of worried that, like, I'm never going to come back from school, and I'm never going to know my dad. And
But you've been living with him for 2 years?
no, I moved in about 6 months ago.
And I want to rephrase your question.
Hold on. Hey, are these the worst goddamn calls we've ever had on this show?
Well, the Christian's nice guy.
I got a buddy who works at a sub shop. The manager wants his number.
All right, look.
I'm living with my dad. I want to know how to get to know
At
him.
least Christian brought some good news.
I got to go to college.
Yeah,
I may
you
never
helped
come
him out.
back.
That was
Well,
nice.
here's
Wow.
all right, Christian, the deal is, if you haven't gotten to know him in the last 6 months, there's nothing that we can say that's going to magically make the next 2 weeks.
Oh, wait a minute. I guess. Christian.
Yeah.
You got to handcuff yourself to him. And go to work with him, go to the bathroom with him.
Here's what you do.
You just handcuff yourself to him.
Just
like a federal marshal
make an
transporting a felon across a state line.
There's
Like, when they
probably-
go through airports and, like that.
I'm sure it's a movie.
Christian, you go away to college, and then you come back, and then, first off, you shouldn't want to get to know your parents that well. It's always disappointing.
Well, that's my point.
Right?
Is there's a reason.
Sure, you don't like your parents,
There's a
do you?
reason he hasn't gotten close in 6 months, and it's not just about Christian.
Well, the
Dad
reason seems to be more that I have a stepmother who doesn't really seem to like me getting to know my dad.
Yeah. Your dad plays into this, too. Your dad somehow is not comfortable being close, generally. You getting away to school, establishing a sense of yourself outside the home, is actually going to make it easier for you to come back and be close with your dad. You watch. You've had 6 months to do it. It's not worked. When you go to college, you're not going away forever if you don't want to. It's up to you. Come back. You'll be in a better position to be separate and whole and be able to deal with whatever he presents to you.
And listen, everybody wants to blame the step-parents, and they are horrible people, step-parents in general. But your dad has to be an a-hole in order to let stepmom weave her magic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, well, I'll blame stepmom for getting in between me and dad. Well, what's dad doing? I mean, he's participating in this.
He's just as responsible.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, he decided to marry this woman, and secondly, he's going to sit there and let her run a wedge between you two, which I'm guessing is not really the case anyway, because he seemed like he kind of moved on a long time ago anyway.
Yeah.
All right, who are we going to talk to when we come back?
We're going to see
I want something good.
We're going to see what great calls.
No, I want something
It's not up there. It ain't
I'm
up
not
there.
coming back
You want to talk to this one?
Heard that you can smoke or sniff
See? Oleander
How about
flowers.
This one? I'm singing the dreidel song
How about
when
this
we
one?
come back. Fell while skateboarding. Now his penis is bent. I could see that. Hold on a second. Ryan?
Yeah?
Did you land on your penis?
Did.
You did?
At his ankle. What are you talking about?
Did you land on your penis?
I did.
You did. How do you land on your penis, by the
That
way?
is strange.
It wasn't straight up, it was straight out. And fell.
Straight out as an erection? Straight out?
Like, I'm a new skateboarder, so I was skateboarding and there was all over the ground.
Do you skate goofy-footed or regular-footed?
Regular.
Regular. See, there's your problem.
And there was a kibble on the ground,
Yeah.
and you ran over that kibble,
Yeah.
and then you landed on your penis.
Yeah, like I said, I was new and it wasn't even my yard, so I didn't see it coming. And I just fell. Like, me and my girlfriend were...
All right, Ryan, okay, just hold on.
All right.
Okay. I don't know. I hate all our callers tonight. I don't know what that is. It could be the Vicodin, but I really think they're just horrible tonight.
Is Sunday usually...
Do we have a full moon? Sunday's a little weirder than normal, and the fuller the moon,
there's a pretty big
the
moon.
worse. People get a bizarre energy going. But anyway, we'll take ourselves a break. We're going to regroup. We're going to get a hand in, and then we're coming back, and we're going to kick some ass after this. It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Amy Smart and Shawn Hatosy is both here from outside Providence. It's a new movie coming out. Well, you've seen all the commercials, and it's coming out this Wednesday. And I'm guessing it's a wide release, right?
Big release, yeah. We shot this movie 2 years ago, so it's one of those things that, like, you're just happy to get it out there for people to see.
Did you, I guess at the time you shot it, you didn't think it was going to be this big, did you?
Right.
Well, it was prior to There's Something About Mary. They hadn't shot that yet. So.
Oh, really?
I mean, they were still the Farrelly brothers, but it wasn't, they weren't, the Farrelly brothers that my mom knows who they are.
Right. And so they shot this, then they did Something About Mary, then they released that, then this was sat on for a little while.
Because of that. I mean, it's not the same kind of film. It was a hard thing to market, and when do you release this kind of a movie after the success of that, when it's so different?
Right. But Miramax got behind it.
Yeah.
Saw it at a film festival?
No, actually, they just probably saw it in the editing room. Nothing like festival.
And when they get behind it, then do they, obviously they put money into advertisement and distribution, but do they go back and do anything on the film with the soundtrack and that kind of stuff?
Absolutely.
Oh, they do. So they
have their hand in, like, they have a certain thing that they want to do with the film. They test it and they make a few changes, editing things and.
But do you reshoot anything?
There were some reshoots, yeah.
Why do you sound so upset about that?
I'm not upset. It's just there were a few changes.
Is it sort of like the man getting involved?
It's like the man
corporate
gets
America?
I mean, it's absolutely the man got involved.
Right.
In a good way, though. I mean, it's not a bad thing.
It sounds
I'm letting
bad.
go. I mean, I'm letting go.
It does sound bad. As good things go, it sounds about as bad as it gets.
Well, I mean, it sounds like the trade-off that you run into a lot, which is, you want our money, you want our advertising dollars, you want us to distribute the thing, and we got a couple changes we want to make, which the artist never really likes, but you need them to put the commercials on and spread it around, so you have to make a few concessions, right, Drew? It's like when the man got his filthy paws all over this show, telling me how to dress. Remember that?
On the radio show?
For radio?
Oh, yeah. No, they didn't do that.
No,
yeah, you're right.
Hey, we're actually pretty dressed up tonight. You're out of pajamas.
Well, I'm sort of wearing pajamas.
You're
I'm wearing
gym clothes.
sweatpants.
You usually wear pajamas.
That's true. I usually come in here with just a nightgown and erection and one of those pointy
Dust caps?
Well, no, the hats that like Ebenezer Scrooge wore when he was woken up, you know? The kind you have to carry a candle with when you wear them.
Are we going to talk to Ryan? Did you decide?
Ryan is 17. He fell on his penis after running over some kibble.
What happened to his
on his
penis?
skateboard.
And what happened?
Hey, all right. Okay, it's not like I was just skating with the heart on, you know. All right, like me and my...
Just what happened? No. Just what was the consequence that's causing you to call? Please don't tell me the story.
Why I had a heart on? Because you guys are probably thinking, what the heck?
No. I just
What
want to know
happened to your penis, Ryan?
When I fell, it's not... Like, I woke up in the morning wood this morning, you know, I had to pee.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just straight, it was all bent, and it hurt like hell.
All right, then you need to see a doctor, okay? You could have torn or ripped the cavernous body inside there. And the particular pain with erection is a rather disturbing feature, and it can scar, and it can become crooked, and it could not work right, and it needs to be taken care of now.
I can't sleep if I don't, you know, like...
Yeah, all right, Stoner. Listen to me.
I'm drunk, I'm not stoned.
All right. I'm sorry I lashed out at you that way. You sounded stoned. I was connecting it with the skateboarding, but you didn't...
He is a stoner, and he's drunk.
Oh, okay, just happens to be drunk. So I missed it on a technicality.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you didn't have an erection while you were skating.
Yes, he did.
No, I had an erector while I was skating, not an erection.
An erector.
No, like what was happening?
Hey, listen to me, you jackass. I swear to God, I'll come over there and beat you with my cast.
Yeah?
Did you have an erection or not while you were skating?
I just had a boner.
Okay. All right, and you landed and you hit your boner.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, I don't want to know why you had an erection while you were skating.
I tell you, it's not like I was jacking off.
All right, smart guy. Get seen. You're going to be very unhappy with the dysfunction you end up with.
Oh, he's an idiot. I hope his penis never works.
Well, if he doesn't go see somebody, it won't.
This guy having kids?
Good point.
Okay. Let's just all pray that his penis is put to rest.
It's a new potential sort of mechanism your people could apply here.
Which is?
Sort of making these guys' penises not work or crooked or something. I mean,
Drew, I don't have time for your bizarre hypotheticals.
No, you know your team goes out and kills people.
Right.
You could save a few lives this way.
No.
Just so they don't reproduce.
No, but he's still annoying. Penis bent or not. Christian? Or Christina?
Yes.
You're 14?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Uh-oh. You know what?
Yeah, we're getting a bad vibe already.
Okay, well, get rid of it, because I'm not stupid, and I actually do have something to say.
Okay, go ahead.
That, by the way, wasn't the vibe I was getting, Christine.
But no, yeah.
This is the sort of abused vibe at some time, but go ahead.
Okay, well, I've been having problems with my hymen.
Tell me about it.
Well, when I was like about a year ago, my mom told me that I didn't have one. And she told me that when I was 3, she took me in for a checkup with the pediatrician, and the pediatrician couldn't find it. So...
Why was the pediatrician looking for it?
Well, she just noticed that there wasn't one there.
That's...
I really don't know. She just told me that the pediatrician could...
Is your mom got a screw loose somewhere? Is she kind of nutty? Is your mom a little nutty?
No.
No?
No,
Maybe you're just used to her. Do pediatricians look under the hood when you're 3?
Not typically.
I guess so.
No.
Pretty much believed her.
Christina?
Yes?
There's something wrong with this story.
All right, well, let's just continue
Let's hear it
anyway.
out, so go ahead.
So I wanted to know, if this was actually true, because I'm starting to doubt it.
Do you think you were sexually abused?
Yes.
Yeah, we got that vibe, like I told you, from the very beginning with you.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, on my mother's side of the family, there is, a brother who is a drug addict.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Did he abuse her?
No.
Did her dad abuse her?
No.
Did somebody abuse her?
Your mom wasn't a victim, you don't believe?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
We suspect so, but go ahead.
Well, and it's neither here nor there right now.
Well,
anyway,
it is, because it's why she would deny what's going on with her daughter.
Well, how do you know you were sexually abused?
I don't know I was sexually abused. I wanted to know if it was possible that I was.
Of course it's possible.
I know, but I think I don't want to believe that she's lying to me.
Okay, but let's just recap here. Because you don't have a hymen, and you don't have a hymen.
That's been substantiated, right?
Do you not have a hymen?
I don't have a hymen.
Okay, so you don't have a hymen, and your mother told you that the doctor looked at you when you were 3 and said you don't have a hymen. You think that means you're sexually abused?
I think so.
And that's the only thing you're going off of?
That's pretty much it.
There's nothing, but yet you bring this guy up who is a drug addict.
That's the only thing that's wrong with my family.
So, but you not having the hymen is not the only thing. There's this other guy who's sort of suspicious in the family, right?
Who?
Who?
Who are you talking about?
Oh, my God. I swear to God. Remember when we were talking earlier in the month about your, the guy in the family is a drug addict?
Yes.
We were coming up with a list of potential hymen stealers, and that this guy was topping the list?
Yes.
That's the other guy I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay. I know I had to refresh your memory with that.
About someone else.
Okay. No, yeah, I know. There's so many people we've discussed in our conversations over the years.
You automatically know about the neighbors, of course.
So, how old is this guy now?
I think 54.
Okay. So, we're having a difficult time here, Christina, because it's only a 2-hour show, and we really want to try to get to the bottom of this. Do you think this guy did something to you?
No.
No? Okay. Then you're fine. Get on with your life. Okay? Okay. Listen, I feel sorry for her, and I feel sorry for anyone else who calls this show that could have possibly been abused. I know she's been abused, and Drew knows she's been abused because I heard the first 3 syllables out of her mouth, and you can always hear that affect on
hostility,
people.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you're pissed at your 54-year-old drug addict uncle, and if you call this show and you want our advice, you have to play along, otherwise we can't help you.
Not play around. You got to be honest, and you got to be quick. You got to be.
We just
answer the question.
You don't have to be quick. You just have to answer the question the day we ask them. But anyway, I'm going with yes. And Drew, what is going on tonight?
I don't know.
Hey, listen, Lisa, phone screener Lisa, you have to get people that speak some form of English on this show. I can't. I'm going nuts with this cadence. Do you understand? They have to be lucid. They have to be able to respond. I swear to Christ, I can't have this. I haven't spoken to anyone all night who can answer a goddamn question.
I'll apologize for him. This is the Vicodin speaking.
Good.
This is it.
And get used to it, because I got a whole
be on it
thing
for a while. Oh, that's good.
This is my new thing, everybody.
That's great.
We're going to call it the Drew and Vicodin show.
Michelle, 17.
I'm going to change my name to Vica Man. A new superhero that's just hopped up on pain meds. Michelle?
Hello?
You're 17.
Hey.
Hey.
Can I ask something really quick before I go into my question?
Sure.
All right, Adam, you're in construction, right? Can you answer a real quick question of mine?
Yeah.
I need to know where I can find a wall. A piece of a wall. Yeah, a piece of a wall.
Drywall?
Hold on. I want to know where you can find a piece of a wall.
Yeah. I know where...
Oh, okay.
No. I had a party, and there's a hole in the wall, and I don't know how to repair it. And I called some people to come and try to fix it, but they said they can't come till next week, and my friend's parents are going to be home.
Somebody punched a hole in the wall?
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What?
Somebody punched a hole in the wall?
I don't know how the hole got there. My friend had a party at her house, and now there's a hole in the wall.
Yeah. Is somebody, like a doorknob, poked a hole in it or something?
Yeah, it's pretty big, though.
How big is it?
Size of a person's head, a little bigger.
Oh, okay. And it's, okay, so the drywall's punched through?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, you want me to tell you how to do it?
Is there any easy, 1, 2, 3 step of way of doing it, or?
Not, you're going to screw it up. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Are you planning on doing it yourself?
Yeah, because I have an idea, okay?
No.
I'm going to take, construction board paper and just...
Yeah.
This.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work? Aw.
No.
Hang a picture.
Yeah.
My question is...
There you go.
What are the effects of the oleander flower?
Oleander?
Yeah, oleander.
It's, why?
I'm just wondering.
Why?
I'm just wondering.
Wait, what?
No,
you got to tell me why, because it is one of the most serious, deadly poisons you can get your hands on. So why? Before I tell you how it works, I want to know what I'm talking about here.
I want to do it.
No.
What you want to do?
Kill herself.
Oh, you want to kill yourself? Honey, I'll fix the wall if it's that big a deal.
I didn't say that.
Well, what?
Why do you want to do it?
There's lots of reasons. I'm just wondering what the effects are.
All right.
Like
Amy, Michelle, please. Like we're gonna, oh, okay. Well, as long as you just want to kill yourself, well, let's talk about how to set the potion up. Let's take a break and let's talk to her after the break. I want to get into this a little bit.
All right, but Michelle, you want to kill yourself?
I didn't say that. No,
Oh,
I don't.
you just want to take the oleander, but you don't want to kill yourself.
Listen, I swear to God, if I get another one of these calls where people won't answer me, I'm going to kill myself too. So I'm going to be interested in hearing Drew's explanation on this oleander bush here.
No, Adam, you kill yourself. There's going to be a lot of people killing themselves after you.
Fine. That's what I like, martyrs. Right, let's make a mass thing out of it. We'll have suicide night. All right, hang on. Can you hang on?
Okay, yeah.
Don't kill yourself while you're hanging on, all right?
Okay.
All right, hold on. God, it is a weird night tonight. I have not spoken to
Where do
one
you find
person.
an oleander flower?
Right.
Oh, they're
You
all,
guys live in this area?
yeah, they're all over.
Yeah, this part of the country, they're everywhere.
Oh, really? I mean,
I
I've
don't
never
even
heard
really know what
anything
that is.
about
So it's probably the most common bush in this part of the country.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big white and pink
Nice.
flower.
But is there any sort of...
We'll talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Drew, you'll give the recipe for the tea after this?
We'll talk.
The Jonestown tea?
Yeah, right.
All right, we'll be back. Shawn Hatosy and Amy Smart are both here from outside Providence. New movie coming out. Alec Baldwin plays the Pop, and it's out this Wednesday in wide release. Dr. Drew's over there. He's in Nothing. Phone number, 1-800-LVE-191. And when we left off, we were speaking to Michelle, who's 17, and just as elusive as all our callers have been tonight.
That happens.
So, do you want to kill yourself or not?
No?
Let me rephrase it. Are you inquiring about the oleander flower because you're
You have a
thinking
plan?
about it as a means to kill yourself?
Kinda.
Kind of.
Well, that's
All
as
right.
close to an answer as we've
Again,
ever gotten.
it's a deadly. The flower can be prepared in such a way as to make it absolutely deadly.
I know, but does it hurt
I've had to,
a lot?
I've had to treat one of these, and it was just awful.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
One of the flowers?
No, one of the people that
Ah.
took the flower.
I see.
But Michelle, why are you
Did
so
the person live?
You know, I went off that service before, so I don't know.
I
You
mean,
switch
like,
services every month.
You just went to lunch halfway?
No.
into-
When the new month arrives, you're off to another service. You don't get the
Well, but they lived long enough for you to...
yeah, a day.
Okay.
So Michelle, why are you so depressed?
I'm not really depressed. It's just my life is just a living hell right now.
Okay, well that would qualify as depression, and particularly thinking about killing oneself. That's a sign of depression.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not the top one, but it's in like the top 10, I think.
I don't think I'm depressed. I'm happy a lot.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Have you ever tried to kill yourself before?
No.
No.
Once, but that didn't really count.
Okay. Well, as long as we got some clarity on that. Listen, I'm going home. I swear to God. If I get another one of those answers, have you ever tried to kill yourself? No. Well, once, but that doesn't count. I'm going insane. I swear to God.
Michelle,
Yeah.
are you getting treatment for depression?
No.
Have you ever been treated?
Nope.
Could you look into that?
I can't.
Why?
My dad says that's stuff for crazy people.
Well, suicides are crazy people too, okay?
Oh, really?
So why don't you look into maybe getting
What's
some help? At least just at school or somebody you can talk to.
Well, what's so bad about your life, Michelle?
Everything. You name it. I mean, everything.
All right, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done. You tell me what's so bad about your life.
My parents are divorced. My parents are both remarried to big a-holes. I'm having my stepmom currently arrested, and I kind of feel bad about it now because she didn't really deserve to be, but in a way she does.
What'd she do?
Her son tried to rape me one night, okay? But she came in the room. My dad wasn't home. She came in the room, found out, and she said she talked to him about it, but not to mention to my dad. And I just think she's a real big bitch, you know? So I called the police on her and told her that she cut me up when I did it myself with a knife with her fingerprints on it, and she is so guilty. It's not even funny. But I kind of feel bad about it, you know?
All right, so her son tried to rape you, and then she wanted to talk to her son about it, and
Yeah.
then you called the cops after you cut on yourself and said that she cut.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get her fingerprints onto the knife?
I asked her to hold on to it for a moment, and she did. I was like, here, hold this for a minute.
And they dusted the knife?
They found her fingerprints on it.
Uh-huh. So now she could potentially go in for, a deadly assault or attempted assault with a deadly weapon?
Yep.
Really? Does she have any priors?
This what? I don't know what that is.
Does she have a criminal record?
No.
No.
I don't know what's going to happen, though, but my dad's a lawyer, so.
Oh, he is?
Uh-huh.
Michelle.
Wow.
You are so detached from your feelings, it is unbelievable.
No, I'm not. I don't.
Michelle, you're telling us this awful story like you were telling us about a picnic you went on, like a delightful day in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I mean, that is bizarre.
Sure, why don't you give her the recipe for the...
It all started with a hole in the wall.
Let's see if society can dodge a quick bullet here. I mean, we got Squeaky Fromm over here in the makings.
Yeah.
We got Lizzie Borden's kid sister. Hey, Michelle.
Uh-huh.
What happened to you that kind of got you turned you into this kind of person? I mean, were you abused, or were you in Vietnam or something? What happened?
Everything happened. I mean, you name it.
Were you physically abused?
Yeah.
Who did that?
Babysitter.
Babysitter sexually abused you? Yeah. How old were you?
I was 8 at the time.
Mm.
Like, my whole life's effed up. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Okay. But, oh, jeez. I don't know where. I don't want to laugh, Michelle, but this is a mess. But you really shouldn't kill yourself, you know? Think about whoever thought about killing themselves. You ever watch that, all these biographies on VH1 and all this behind the music and this True Hollywood story? Every single one of them talked about committing suicide at some point, and then they got like a major deal, like 6 months later. So, I mean, for you...
Always recover.
Yeah, I can see good things down the road for you. Can you drop the charges with your stepmother?
No, I don't think I want to. I feel bad about it, though, if that counts as anything.
Yeah, I think you should feel bad about it. I mean...
Yeah, bad enough to not do it would be feeling bad.
But, yeah, why don't you just drop those charges, you know?
She's a real big pain in the ass anyways. I mean, she was...
Michelle, you got to get help. You're going to end up hurting yourself or somebody else. There's absolutely no doubt about this. This is sociopathy.
Right.
The total lack of willing to understand what's right and what's wrong. I mean, this is serious ass.
All right, why don't you talk to her off the air, Drew? Can we do that? You don't want to do that?
No. Off the air, the on-the-air advice is you got to get help, and that's it, period.
All right, well, why don't you give her a phone number or something?
No. She needs... No? She needs somebody in her vicinity, because that's not going to do anything. She needs a professional in her community to look after her for an extended period of time.
Well, how does she find that professional?
Talk to your doctor. If your dad is not supportive, talk to your mom, your biological mom, or your stepdad, whatever. You've got to get help, because this chaos is going to go from bad to worse.
What about your biological mom, Michelle?
My biological mom? My mom?
Yeah.
She's a big mess, too.
Well, see if you can get some support from her to get some help.
How about your dad? I mean, what kind of guy is he?
My parents are real big messes. I mean...
Well, then get some help for yourself, Michelle, because believe me, you're carrying the family banner quite nicely. This is a total meltdown mess, and it's going to be disastrous for you. And if you give a damn about yourself, which you may not, but if you at least want to feel better, please get some help.
All right. Yeah. Wow. She's, oh boy. All right. See what these lawyers do, Drew? This is what they produce.
Life can be so much better. No, I mean, I can't believe...
Have you had any bad periods in your life?
Of course I have.
Did you kill yourself?
Obviously not.
Oh, okay. That's just stupid. That was the Vicodin.
You must be on Vicodin. That's the whole problem here.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Why? Why are you blaming me? I took a couple this afternoon.
2 at the same time?
Hell yes.
Oh, my God.
One didn't do anything. Oh. Are you kidding me?
Did you drive here?
Listen.
Culver City PD, get on over here right now.
Yeah, come on down.
This guy is not in any condition to drive home.
Are you serious, Drew? First off, I was driving a stick with this big thing on my hand.
That's first off.
Talking on my cell phone.
Yes, with two Vicodins.
It was great. I'm
not enabling this boy.
All right. We'll take ourselves a little break. No, I'm telling you, Vicodin doesn't have any...
Yeah, I can tell.
Okay, Drew, just because you're lightweight, brother.
Hey, you're the one that's sitting somewhere in outer space trying to conduct a radio program.
Sure, I was making a joke when I asked if Amy
I know that's what you thought you were doing.
Herself.
I understand.
What do you think you're doing then?
Go to break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loveline. Be right back in a minute.
And we got to take a quick 10-second timeout, and we'll be back with more of the show in just 10 seconds. Here's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. We have a couple of stars from the new movie Outside Providence in here tonight. Amy Smart and Shawn Hatosy are both here. Shawn is not in the room, but I'm sure he'll come meandering in any time now. Amy, however, is, and Amy, you were in, let's see, Varsity Blues. All right, I just saw that. You were, you were the girlfriend.
I was the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Good girl.
So your hair was, your hair's blonder now, isn't it?
Yeah, I dyed it brown for it.
Yeah, it played.
Yeah.
You had a little more of that. It was a little less glamorous. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of dyeing my hair. What do you think, Drew?
I don't know if you could look less glamorous, Adam.
I want to tone it down a little. Shawn has just entered the room, and we'll go back to the phones. Well, we didn't leave off anyone, did we? Dean?
Hey.
You're 25?
How you doing?
This is it's the redemption hour. It's the 11 o'clock hour. We're bouncing back. We had a tough time getting out of the gate, but we're coming around the home stretch, and I'm feeling strong now, Dean.
Dean, you tend to ramble on bike.
Huh?
Okay. Dean, what's going on?
I've been with my girlfriend for the past 8 years now, and we have a relationship just like anyone else's, except for the fact that she never wants to initiate sex with me.
What does that mean?
I mean, in the past 8 years that we've been together, she's never once come to me and said, "Hey, let's go to bed" or anything like that.
Does she ever turn you away?
No. Well, sometimes.
Is it a struggle for you to initiate sex?
Pardon me?
Is it a struggle for you to initiate relations?
Oh, I mean, I'm very sexual.
No. But I mean, is it uncomfortable or painful or difficult in any way? In other words, does she resist? Is it a problem?
No.
All right, so who cares? So you're like, I'm horny, and she goes, all right, and you get sex.
Yeah, but I mean, it'd be nice for once for her to come to me. And
I suspect you somehow don't trust her intimacy with you, how much she cares about you, and that you need somehow her to show some sort of initiative. And that may not be in her. That's just not in her sort of lexicon of behavior.
Well, plus,
she doesn't know how to do that.
For the last 8 years, you've been bugging her for sex every day. I mean, she doesn't think to anymore.
Does she ever initiate it? I mean, at the beginning.
Never.
Have you talked to her about it?
Yeah, we've had plenty of conversations.
And what does she say?
She says, just not like that.
It's not in her behavior.
And I tend to think, maybe it's because she was raised a strict Catholic and went to Catholic school and Catholic high school.
It's whatever it is, Dane, but it is what it is. And if you change it, she's going to resent it.
Well, but Dean's probably not that attractive either. I mean,
please.
But that's what he believes. See, that's the problem.
You got a big nose, Dean? Big nose?
No.
Yeah.
Is the sex pretty good when you initiate it?
Yeah, well, I mean, we have great sex. It's just that...
Okay, so that's fine.
What's the problem?
You're done.
Adam.
Okay,
come on.
she faked. I want to know if she faked.
Way up.
We were talking for 2 minutes, for Christ's sake.
Our normal call.
2 minutes is our normal call?
2 to 3 is our normal call.
No, that's what it's supposed to be. It's really like 8 to 10.
When you're on Vicodin, it's been.
Hey, Drew, don't mess with my high, brother. Why do you got to bring my high down? You know what I mean? Yeah. I was so excited about the Vicodin. I come in here and you bum my high all down, man.
I'm sorry to do that, man.
Yeah, man. Alex? Hey. Oh, my God. You're 15?
Yeah.
Oh. You sound like a 38-year-old gay man.
Ouch. What's going on?
Now you're 42 and gayer.
What's going on, Alex?
Adam, come on.
Let's go. Oh, my God.
Just a theory I had, nothing big. Why don't they rename yeast infections?
To what?
It reminds me of bread or beer. It's kind of sickening,
Well, it is an accurate descriptor of what grows in there. Yeast.
Ugh.
Yeah, all right. They'd have to rename yeast in order to rename the yeast infection.
It's a budding yeast called Candida albicans. Alex?
Yeah.
You'll recover from that. Let's go. What's your question?
Yeah. Okay, and then for Amy and Drew, since you guys are kind of, Drew, you're married, and Amy being of the female gender, I was wondering what would be a good present for a girlfriend of about 6 months, anniversary?
Probably jewelry.
Well, yeah. What kind?
Like a nice little
square.
necklace.
How much do you have to spend?
Around 150.
How about the picnic idea?
The picnic?
Or something like that.
Chicks love picnics.
Just go way out of your way. Whatever you do, include flowers.
Definitely include flowers.
All right.
Include flowers.
She doesn't have a car?
Yeah, she does.
And make it hurt you. Whatever it is you do, spend lots of time doing
Plan
it.
it very well.
There you go.
Yeah.
Be in control.
Rent a nice little car.
Get her windows tinted. I'm telling you, that's a nice practical gift. Have you seen what the sun... seriously, have you seen what the sun can do to the back of a car seat?
You get
You know what I'm
my
talking
birthday's
about?
coming up, Adam.
I'm getting your windows
Would you
tinted.
do that for me?
I swear to Christ,
Nobody
I
else
will.
would do it. I would love that. My love for you would grow immensely.
It is the gift that keeps on giving, that window tinting.
My birthday's a couple of days, I think about it.
All right. I'm gonna need your car for like 3 weeks, though.
Oh, see, that's the problem. That's why I never get it done.
You
can have for 3 minutes.
You can drive like a beige Taurus while I tool around town in the Beamer. Now, where the hell were we here? Raymond?
Hey.
Yeah, women, hold on. Let me talk to Amy for a second.
About the
She's
flowers.
a beautiful
Yeah, I
woman.
knew the flower thing was going to get it.
Women like to see some effort. Am I right?
That's just the key to it. It doesn't have to be expensive. It just
Right.
to show that
Thoughtful.
they care.
Yeah.
Thoughtful. Right.
Well, when you're really piss poor,
Right.
then money means something, because if you're bringing home $250 a week and you drop $500 on a leather jacket or something, that's a pretty big statement.
Right.
But if you're making some good coin and you drop $500 on a leather jacket, that doesn't mean that
Then they're
much.
pissed.
Because it didn't
Why do you
hurt.
spend some time?
It's gotta hurt a little bit. Right. So
You got a plan.
I suggest a picnic because
yeah.
women claim to love picnics, but really what they love about them is their pain in the ass, and guys don't like them that much. You see, I mean, if you really look at a picnic, it's like you sit on the ground, you eat deli food. Chicks aren't nuts about either of those things, but the fact that the guy really didn't want to go and that he had to spend all day and he had to, like, cut up stuff and pack stuff and plan it out,
Right.
they love that effort.
Exactly.
Whereas with guys, we don't care. If we want something, we want it. That's the bottom line.
I wouldn't know which windows to tint or how much to tint. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do the tinting for you.
Adam, I'm falling in love with you right now.
Yeah. I mean, if you, as a guy, Sean, if you want something for your birthday, for anniversary, whatever it is, as long as your girlfriend, wife, or whoever gets it for you, you're happy.
I'm very happy.
And that's where the joy comes in.
Exactly.
And if she said, I spent way more than I should have on this, or she said, I stole it from the retarded neighbor kid.
You don't care.
You don't care. I have it in my hand now. That's what I wanted.
What you wanted.
See, and girls are like, I don't care what you give me as long as you
put some thought into it.
Put thought into it.
And it's
Right.
also
You always have to write a nice note, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
Men and women are so different.
I know. And then they got the vagina.
No.
So you're talking about?
No.
Raymond?
Yeah?
You're 20?
Hey.
What's going on?
For Amy,
Yes,
were you the one in the whipped cream bikini?
I was, and I'm sorry. I was one of my best friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're talking about Varsity Blues?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the other. Well, she was blonde. Amy's blonde now, but she was his girlfriend. She was the nice one.
Oh, okay.
Not the slutty cheerleader.
Oh, okay.
You all right, Raymond?
Yeah.
You got a question?
My question was, I went to a frat party and had sex with one of the pledges from a sorority.
We were
Eternity.
yeah.
I'll tell you, because I was going to say, hazing has really come a long way. Hey, couldn't I just eat some goldfish? I got to eat that penis? Really? Swallow? Oh.
Well, she initiated it.
She did?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the question?
All right, Raymond got laid, everybody. Yeah. All right.
But, well, we woke up and she wanted to have sex again, and I didn't have another condom, and I told her it's my rule I don't have unprotected sex.
Good for you. Yeah.
Too. And so we didn't have sex, but now she's spreading a rumor that I have like some kind of disease.
Oh, I see.
How to deal with it?
Hold on. What rumor is she spreading? Hey, this drunken guy who I had a one-night stand with didn't want to bang me again in the morning.
Exactly.
So I'm going to fix his wagon. I mean, doesn't that sort of implicate her?
Right.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, Raymond, she's not spreading this. She's not telling anybody about this.
Well, it's gotten around to me that she is.
Yeah, but that was one of your
Well, she
stupid
meant
buddies.
it to get back to you, obviously.
Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Consider your policy blessed. Just keep it.
True. How much Vicodin you on, brother? Listen, I know she's not spreading this all over school because she's the one that looks worse than he does. Kimberly?
Yes.
You're 20.
Yes.
What's going on?
When I was 18, I got on Depo-Provera.
Yeah.
And basically, they had told me that it was going to make me have, like, irregular periods.
Or no period.
Well, or no period. Well, I was hoping for that. But I bled for, like, a whole year. The whole time I was on it, like, spot bled every day.
That can happen, too.
And they just said that was just me having an abnormal period.
Well, that can happen from Depo.
Well, I got off of it in June of 98, and even after that point, I mean, like, I would have a period for, like, 3 months at a time. And, I mean, when I was on it the whole time, I mean, I was sick, I was throwing up. And they say you're supposed to get hungry and you're supposed to gain weight. I lost weight.
On the Depo-Provera?
Depo. I was very, and a lot of, I mean, because I got on it, like, in February.
What's the question?
Well, my question is, what are, like, the emotional effects? Because after, like, even getting off of it, they tried to do something with estrogen, with birth control pills.
Right, to get you cycling normally.
And that made me more sick. And, like, so finally my period regulated itself just this year.
Yeah.
Like, probably, like, February, March.
Right.
So how does that, like, affect you emotionally, hormonally?
It doesn't affect you in a significant way. What's happening with you, Kimberly?
Right now,
Boy.
I'm very...
Whip up some of that oleander tea, would you, Drew? I'm getting a hankering to kill myself again.
I like it, and
we've just gone through our entire cycle for since the 7th grade.
20 years old, and to be on a period for that long, and I didn't expect that to happen.
Oh, okay. And why didn't you go off the Depo-Provera after 3 months?
Huh?
Why didn't you go off the Depo-Provera after the first 3 months?
Because I like to have sex, and I didn't want to get pregnant.
Well, why didn't you take the pill? Good for you for taking that, by the way, but why not switch to something else if that bothered you?
Well, I don't know, because I didn't think I would take the pill every day.
All right, well, you made a better... Let me put it this way. The risks of pregnancy, in terms of the emotional complications and the physical complications and the risks of death, are vastly greater than any potential problem or any problem even you have experienced with these hormones, okay?
All right.
So you made the right choice. I think you're...
Does she have a question now?
Yeah, I think you're overly preoccupied about this, and I don't want to make light of it, because definitely your periods can affect your affect, can affect your mood, but not usually unless there's something else going on that makes you sort of sensitive to all this.
Well, not only that, I'll be very honest with you, because, like, when I got on the Depo in February 97, I started partying for the first time, and I started raving, like, in August.
With what drugs?
Ecstasy, shrooms.
All right, so that's that. All right, that.
So that contributes a lot too.
Kimberly,
and I would,
Kimberly.
The doctors.
Kimberly, listen to me.
Huh?
The Depro is a 1. The shrooms, the ecstasy, a 10.
Is that five each?
Yeah, it's
a 5 for each.
It's just a 10 in terms of the impact on your emotional condition.
The doctors, they're like, I don't know.
Well, I know.
I mean, they don't know what the stuff is, and I would ask them. I mean, what is going on with my body?
Well.
Okay, but
I got an idea.
The point is you're not on the Depo anymore, right?
No, and my periods are like they last for like some.
Kimberly, listen. Here, let me talk for a second.
Hey.
Really?
And I suggest everybody log on to my website when it opens up in about a month. It's drdrew.com, and I hope to undo people's lack of access to information about stuff like this.
.com.
Well, that's fine.
I'm just going to ramble.
You can have Adam's Vicodin room in my web world there, but
Sounds like
the deal is. I'd love to, for instance, when we finally get up and running, I create a chat with people who have been using this drug, and you'll find everyone that uses enough of it will have some very, very serious affective component.
Talking about ecstasy?
X particularly. There will be mood disturbances from that drug. You use enough of it over a long enough period of time, without exception. And if you're having problems, you've got to get that treated, because it's because of a biological injury to your brain, not because of any hormonal sort of lightweight hormonal influences on your brain. No,
well, that's what our
one is
are great.
Yeah, one is a pop gun and the other is a bazooka. And let's do something about this. Our colors are great. Why?
Well, because they'll go like, listen, I've been taking multivitamins for a year, and my affect has changed. I have stomach cramping, nausea, and stuff. You'll talk about it for like an hour and 45 minutes, and then they'll start weaving heroin into it as well. That's the, it's a pure kind of stupidity that our callers have that you just don't find on any other radio shows. And I'm not just saying that because it's our show. I'm not just trying to brag about our show, but I do think we have the world's dumbest callers on this show, and possibly listeners, too. John?
Hello.
You're 25.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, it's basically a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah?
I get like 15 to 20 erections a day.
Mm.
And I was wondering if that was normal or abnormal.
If you were 14, that'd be normal. You're 25, though.
Yeah.
You on medication?
No medication, no.
No supplements or anything like that?
No drugs. Well, I was taking creatine for a while.
Yeah, that shouldn't do it.
But
Where do you work?
I don't work, actually.
Well, you don't work.
Not right now.
Yeah.
Why not?
Laziness, basically.
Oh, that's honest. Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of downtime. It's just sort of you and your penis, and, you tend to get a lot of erections. It's hard to get an erection, like, when you're, like, working, like, driving a forklift or at a meat packing place or shoveling, It's hard to get an erection when you're sort of running around. You're sitting around staring at your penis in the TV. And that's what's going on,
You
John.
have that clock that turns on once in a while, too.
What's that?
Your masturbation clock.
Right.
Right, you.
Me?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, you've always referred to that.
My masturbation
Like
clock?
when the clock starts ticking, that it's time to do that. I don't know what the hell you've talked about it.
True, you
get off the Vicodin, will you, for crying out
Don't
loud?
blame the goddamn Vicodin. You lead me down these dark alleys. You expect me to pick up the pieces. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm not
pissed at me if I'm not saying yes and every time something comes out of your mouth.
Right, I don't know. Either some joke or something you want me to tell. Just tell it.
No, I'm just curious if maybe that you have a habit. And
How
maybe
often are you masturbating, John?
Oh, well, nightly, I guess. If I'm not with my girlfriend.
Once a night?
If I'm alone. I mean, if I'm with my girlfriend, then, it's not...
Okay. All right. Get a job.
Yeah, I agree.
Would you?
Yeah, there you go.
Are you still living at home?
No, of course not.
How do you support yourself?
So you think if I get a job, I'll stop having so many hard-ons?
Yes. Unless you get a job at, like, Hooters or some place where there's a lot of chicks running around holding trays up over their heads. How do you support yourself?
Family money, basically.
Okay.
The ultimate
Where do you
poison.
live?
What city do you live in?
I live in Hollywood.
Are you an actor?
Well, I aspire to be someday.
All right. Well, the boner's good.
Get rid of these hard-ons, It's hard to go to auditions when you're always hard.
Yeah. It really, I think that slowed me down in my career as well.
Like carpet cleaning?
Yeah, going all that carpet cleaning, all those gigs with an erection. Listen, you can wear 2 pair of underwear and a pair of Levi's and you'll be fine.
You know what? Is it just because we've had such a run of bad calls that the bad ones are, the really bad ones are really bothering me?
I don't know. I can't tell. Carrie?
Carrie?
Hello?
You're 19.
Hi.
Please save us, would you?
I've never done this before. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Well, what's going
We're
on?
not off to a good start.
Show, but I would have, I never thought I would call.
Okay. What's up?
This is kind of embarrassing. But my boyfriend, he doesn't feel comfortable with doggy style.
Did somebody put you up to this phone call? I mean, did he ask you to call here, or
No.
you just thought you would?
We got in a fight yesterday, and we're not talking, but...
About this issue?
Over the doggy issue?
No, we got in a fight about something else.
What?
Anyway, I was just curious.
He doesn't feel comfortable having sex in that position?
No. He doesn't want to try it.
He doesn't want to try it?
He doesn't... No, he's tried it before.
Uh-huh.
But he just doesn't... He doesn't feel comfortable with it. That's all he said.
Yeah.
That's a little strange.
And do you do it in other positions?
Oh, my God. Usually he's on top.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I'll get on top of him, but that's about...
Does he have a problem with that?
Pardon?
Does he have a problem with that?
No, he loves that.
He loves you getting on top.
Yeah, he likes me getting on top, and he likes being on top, but he doesn't want to try other things. He doesn't want to do it in the shower. He doesn't want to do it in the spa, and I've never tried any of those things.
You haven't?
No.
Well, that's interesting. Because, see, sometimes guys get intimidated because he doesn't have that much experience, I'm guessing.
41.
He's what?
He's 41.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. Doesn't like doggy. Maybe he thinks he'll have a heart attack and just die behind you.
I'm turning 41 next week.
Well, Drew, you can't have sex anymore. It's too exciting. The doctor doesn't recommend it. Not with your heart. Carrie, why are you dating a 41-year-old guy at 19?
I love him. We've been together for 2 years.
Oh, man, that
that's
makes
not
him
good.
even worse.
You were 17, he was 39.
That's when I met him, yeah.
Please.
He didn't, I didn't have sex with him until I waited a year.
So you were 18 and he was 40.
Where'd you meet him?
At work?
Oh, that is healthy.
Oh, boy.
Is he your boss?
Is he a boss?
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys still working together?
I quit.
Okay.
What kind of job was it?
I don't want to tell you. I'd rather not say.
What, well, you don't have to tell us specifically, but just what field was it in?
Oh, no, I would give it away.
Oh, you would?
Well,
Is this like real specific, like moccasins or something?
Well, communications.
Okay.
Oh, man. Oh, I know who you are.
Don't.
Yeah, I heard all about this.
Stop.
Mr. No Doggy and the young Carrie. Sure.
This is the with the news broadcaster.
Yeah, we're talking about this on the
Or
radio.
just a radio personality.
Hey, all right, Carrie?
Style thing.
Okay, why don't you just tell him that's what you want?
No, I've already told him. I've never tried it before. I always think about it when I masturbate.
Right. And he says what? And what's his answer to that?
He doesn't feel comfortable.
You're going to have to get me drunk.
Okay.
So get him drunk.
Get him drunk.
I don't know. I think that's sad that I'm going to have to get him drunk.
I think it's sad that you're dating a 41-year-old.
Hey.
Oh, pops.
One.
All right. Hey, Carrie?
Yeah?
Well, I don't know what you want from us. He's flawed. He's got some flaws.
Yeah. Very
You understand?
Definitely. Very definitely.
And I think you may see some of those.
Yeah.
And I don't trust a guy who doesn't do a doggy. That's my dad never told me much, but that was one thing he told me, and I've never forgotten that.
Never trust a guy that...
Never trust a guy that don't like it doggy. Now, hand me that beer and don't say anything to your mother. Those were the words I remember.
Under the Carolla of Shield, the coat of arms.
That's right, the crest, which is the Carolla crest was the Army cot, the hamper, and the dumpster. I think was that on the Carolla crest? On the TV remote, I think came across there. All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. We're going to regroup for, I think, like the 5th time.
Yeah.
And I think we're coming back strong.
Yeah, we're coming back a little bit.
Are we coming back?
Yeah, slowly, but we're coming back.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay. So by 12:15, you think we'll be doing...
We'll be feeling good then.
Okay. We'll be back. Then, Outside Providence, which will be hitting theaters this Wednesday. It's got George Wendt in it, right?
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin. Who else that we may have heard of is in that?
George Wendt, Alec Baldwin. Richard Jenkins has a small part. I don't know if you know who he is. He was in a movie called Flirting with Disaster. Who else?
Johnny Abrams?
Johnny Abrams.
Is that different than Johnny Abrams?
Sorry, Johnny Abraham.
Gabriel Mann.
Yeah.
And
Fairly
the
unknown actor.
Farley brothers did this, wrote it and directed it?
Produced it. They didn't
Produced
direct
it. Oh, okay. All right, Drew, you ready to keep going here?
Please. Liking it, boy.
Hey.
Whoa.
I was looking at the thing. I don't know. What am I looking at? Oh, that? Oh, okay. Hold on. Lynn,
Yes,
you're 29.
yes.
What's going on?
I'm dating this guy, and we're intimate, and he was having oral sex with me, and he started coming around the reverse way, and he came right at me with his rectum, like he wanted me to do something with it, and
Well, which hand was it in? What?
with his penis or
How did he come at you with his rectum?
Yeah, he came right at me like he wanted me to do something with it. He wanted me
with a knife.
We talked.
Yeah, but hold on. Here's the. It's hard to assault somebody with the rectum because it's something you have to sort of get to. It's like saying he attacked me with a shirt that was at the bottom of his hamper.
I was totally unexpecting it.
She surprised him with it. He surprised her with it.
Surprised me.
Didn't attack her.
Yeah, he came right at me.
With the rectum.
Okay, no, even though I've been trying to figure out how he came at you with his rectum for 10 minutes, you're not going to tell me.
No, she won't have to.
I'm sorry?
How did he come at you with his rectum?
Well, he turned around for, like, is 69, and instead of coming at me with his genitals, he came at me with his rectum.
All right.
By the rectum.
Okay. That could happen. So then what happened?
Well, I didn't want to get into it.
Right.
I'm not into that.
Well, why didn't you just...
What is
Okay.
it about? I mean...
So what did you do?
Well, I pushed it aside.
Push the rectum aside
I moved him out of the
and
way.
put it on the nightstand? Or? I'll keep my rectum in a glass of water by the side of the bed.
Was it a threat? I mean, were you threatened by the rectum? I mean, was it a threat?
No, it's just I'm not into that. I'm not gonna...
What were the what were the rectum's demands?
Right.
Do they want to speak to anybody?
Nothing. There were no demands. It was just he wanted me to do something with it, and I'm not into that.
Okay.
Well, what do you want us to do with this story?
I'm just wondering, I've heard that maybe it was something to do with a childhood abuse or maybe...
No, please. Oh, please.
You mean that he wanted you to do something to his rectum?
Yeah, that it's something wrong with him?
No.
No, it's just a fetish.
And well, I mean...
What is it he wanted you to do?
Did he verbalize anything?
We talked about it later, and he said, yeah, it would be nice if I sucked it.
If he sucked the rectum?
Yeah.
All right. But he just said it would be nice. He didn't yell, like, command you to suck the rectum.
Do you have that vomit sound?
No.
All right. All right, Lynn. Well, you didn't do it. And you're moving on to a new guy?
Yeah.
You didn't like this guy?
I like him.
Except for the rectum part?
That bothers me.
All right, well, see if you can... There we go. See if you can...
feel relieved now.
See if you can work around the rectum.
Okay.
So to speak.
Thank you.
Without it, not around it.
Yeah. See if you can work without the rectum.
Without the rectum.
Well, I mean, work around it, meaning, you know, there's other stuff in the vicinity.
Right.
Okay. All right, Lynn.
Thank you.
There you go.
Bye.
Well, it's a good thing we got this radio show on the air, because folks like Lynn...
Where would they go?
Where would they go? Where would they turn for their pressing rectum questions? Where else could they go, Drew?
God, I don't know. I'm sorry they came here.
Greg?
Yeah.
You're 17.
Yep.
What's happening?
Not much. How about you?
No, I'm fine.
No, he's not. But go ahead.
I'm discussing with all of you.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I'm glad you are. Okay.
Jeez, we have so much small talk on this show. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, I'm on some depression medication because of a head injury, and I just changed medications. I'm on some like Effexor now, and I'm having problems. Whenever I have sex with my girlfriend, it will take a really, really long time to ejaculate.
All right, well, that's Effexor.
It is?
Yep.
All right, okay. Is there anything I could do about it?
Interesting question. Effexor is venlafaxine. That's the medication that you're taking. What were you on before?
I think I was on, like, Luvox before.
Yeah, interestingly, Luvox and drugs in that class, which is really the serotonin reuptake inhibitors, are more likely to cause this, although venlafaxine has some of the properties of the serotonin reuptake drugs. Generally, the ones that don't have these sorts of functions would be Wellbutrin, Remeron, or Cerazone.
Yeah, I was on Wellbutrin at one time.
Yeah, and you could add Wellbutrin, although I've never really done it to Effexor, but you might talk to your doctor about adding Wellbutrin to Effexor. Sometimes that reverses some of this.
What happened to your noggin?
Oh, I flew out of the back of a pickup truck and slammed into the side of the mountain, and was in a coma for 53 hours, and I bruised my right frontal lobe.
Oh, did you have any funny changes in your personality or anything afterwards?
Well, let's just say I was trying to have sex with my mom for a few weeks after I coma. So.
That's a frontal lobe syndrome, yeah.
Yeah. Are you all right now?
I'd like to think so, but, you know, I'm still kind of a weirdo, but that's normal.
Yeah, you're weirdo before, too.
Well, yeah, I guess so, but, you know.
So how was your mom, seriously?
How was my mom? Well, she was in the car, too. She kept turning me down. She said, no, I'm your mother, you know. I don't believe you, that kind of stuff.
The typical kind of mother response.
Yeah, my mom tried that, too, but as I wore her down eventually.
Yeah, I guess.
Come on, we're atheists. Get over it. All right, Greg.
All righty.
Hey, you sound, listen, for a guy who's had trauma to the head, you sound all right.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to do all right. I think I am, but thank you.
Okay.
All righty.
Take care of yourself.
Oh,
You
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, those head injuries. Oof.
Yeah. Well, he really sounded better than every caller we've had tonight. He really did. And, you know, it's been a rough night when the guy with the head trauma is much more lucid and on the ball than 95% of the callers that came before him. All right. You got a number there, Drew? Joe?
Yes.
You're 26.
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Good.
Great. Just had a quick question for you. I won't take up too much of your time. A couple years ago, well, actually a lot of years ago, when I was 18, I was checked for my sperm count. And it showed, the doctor said it showed that I was never going to be able to have children, and if I wanted to, I'd have to have like a $20,000 operation where they did something with me and put something in a petri dish and then so on and so forth.
Right.
And the reason I had that done is because I was having sex without protection, and I was wondering why nothing was ever occurring.
Right.
And then I met my wife, and we've been married for 2 years. We've been having sex, you know, right prior to ovulation and then during ovulation.
Yeah.
And using the position where you put the pillow underneath the buttocks. And what have you.
That doesn't do anything?
No,
Go ahead.
Not anything.
Yeah, but you get a nice rebound action.
Yeah, that's always nice. A little teeter-totter act.
Who uses that pillow later, by the way?
Well, she does.
Okay, that's
Oh,
good.
that's real nice.
It's nice. You get to fall asleep to the scent of your own ass. It's great. It's intoxicating.
No, but my question was, I mean, is there any type of, like, vitamins or, like, a diet plan that I could get on as opposed to having the operation?
Don't you think, Joe, if there was something easy like that, they would have told you about it?
Yeah, go down to Thrifty's, get yourself some generic vitamin C, and
they'll take care
she'll
of
be
it.
pregnant tomorrow night.
Oh.
Okay?
Joe, seriously, don't you think they would have given you those suggestions? Were they options?
Well, I mean, at that point in time, I was 18 years old, and I don't think they really cared. I mean,
Why did you have your sperm count checked at 18?
because when I was 18, I was having unprotected sex for long periods of time, and I wasn't, you know,
Nobody's getting pregnant.
nobody was getting pregnant, right?
Wow. What were you trying to do at 18? Knock up the
Were
neighborhood?
you
or-
smoke a lot of pot then?
No, I mean, I was pulling out, but I mean, it just, you know, sometimes I was assuming a lot of it probably didn't come out.
Were you smoking?
No, but why were you... Hold on a second. I'm not done with this retarded logic that Joe employed in his youth. You're pulling out because you don't want to get the girl pregnant.
Right.
When you're banging away at 18. But now that she's not pregnant because you've been pulling out, you're suspicious, so you're going to go get a sperm count. It's just... That's very bizarre for an 18-year-old.
Yeah, I was a bizarre 18-year-old.
In other words, if you believed that pulling out was going to work, why did you use the pull out? Why didn't you use something
You
else?
didn't trust it.
Or why didn't you go ahead and not pull out if you believed you weren't getting anybody pregnant?
Good question. And now I'm quite confused.
All right, but... Did you want to get somebody pregnant when you were 18?
No, not at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
That's right.
So you're pulling
you
out.
never used any contraception?
No.
Right.
I didn't want to get anybody pregnant. I mean, at that age, I just, you know, wasn't thinking. I didn't, you know, I was brain...
Okay, but you were thinking enough to go get a sperm count,
Right.
which is interesting.
Which not many guys do.
And plenty of guys pull out thinking they're doing something and would expect the girls
Exactly.
not to get pregnant.
Exactly.
All right, so, Joe, you have a certain bizarre way of thinking, but that's all right.
And if I can ask you another question, I'm just wondering, I have like a lack of ejaculate, like the fluid of it.
Yeah, Joe, look, you need a complete workup.
More vitamins.
Yeah, you need a complete workup to figure out why your sperm count was so low. Is it it sounds like what they suggested to you was microsurgery or some sort of sperm retrieval, which may be what you need ultimately, but you also need a diagnosis here. We need to know why your sperm count is so low.
Okay.
And you need to see a doctor who specializes in this area and get it taken care of.
It's kind of anticlimactic with the pull-out with the lack of ejaculate, though, isn't it, Joe? It's kind of, you pull out, it's like... Sorry, baby. It's like, that's cool. Less cleanup time. Just watch some TV.
All right, well, I appreciate it, guys.
All right, there, Joe.
Bye.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I'm pulling out. I'm not getting anyone pregnant. I gotta get a sperm count. What kind of 18-year-old gets a sperm count? I don't even know.
And what a bizarre thing for them to tell him that he needs the sperm retrieval operation and stuff like. Wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute. He just had a low sperm count. Let's figure that out. Why that's occurring?
I didn't even know. When I was 18, I didn't even know you could tally sperm. I mean, would that have been something you'd thought of at 18?
Unless you had like a lot of low fluids coming out. I mean, like nothing.
That would an 18-year-old
I wouldn't even
consider
think
that a
about
blessing.
it. It
I
wouldn't
think.
bother
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right on.
Yeah. All right.
Less sperm for everybody.
And the fact that he's very concerned about contraception, but
less sperm for everybody.
Very concerned about contraception, but not using it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I didn't want to get anyone pregnant, I'll tell you that. All right, we will take ourselves a little break. I'm going to pee. Who's with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
With me?
Yeah.
John?
I'm gonna smoke.
I smoke. Amy, you want to
I
pee?
just peed.
I just peed? Okay, next time. All right, we'll be back. It is Loveline. Shawn Hatosy and Amy Smart are both here from outside Providence, opening this Wednesday nationwide in a theater near you. Dr. Drew's here. Phone number. I don't want to give out that phone number. Tired of people calling. Christina,
Yeah,
you're 15?
yeah.
Hey, I would like to encourage people to log on to drdrew.com, please.
Really?
Just decide. Yeah, we really want to see who's out there, what they want us to do, and how to build it. And it's going to be up in about 2 weeks.
Why don't you just build it yourself?
A whole group of people are building it.
I just did an interview for it.
For us?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. You
Yeah,
did our
first
interview.
of it,
Yeah, great. Oh, thank you.
Well, hey, no, thank you.
What's my cut of this deal, Drew? Am I getting anything?
No.
All right.
If you'd like to join us, though.
No. Christina?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Christina?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a problem?
Mm-hmm.
Could you spit it out, please?
I have a friend. He wants to have oral sex, and like I've liked him for like 2 years, and I have a feeling he just wants me to, just use me for that because he knows I like him.
Good instinct.
But I don't want to get hurt,
You good instinct. Just hold back. Make it easy.
How old is he?
He's my age.
Amy?
Yeah, I would say you have to go with your instincts on that one.
Yeah.
Well, how do you
It's
know?
hard.
How do you know he doesn't like you?
Well,
He's 14. He's a goofball. Come on.
Well, the guys get crushes.
Hey, but they don't have a relationship yet. And he's like, hey, if you give oral sex, then I'll think about it.
yeah, but if he liked me, he will wait,
That's right.
Did he ask for oral sex?
Yeah, he's perverted and
What did he say?
like when we're over at our friend's house, like he'll put on pornos and stuff, and he even told
Why do you like a guy like that?
Such big balls.
I know,
these days.
like my friends tell me, why do you like him? But
Why?
I don't know. He's like really funny and
It's a certain je ne sais quoi, Drew. She can't put her finger on it. A certain man has a certain flair. Putting on the porn, asking for oral sex. You know what I mean?
Quite the guy.
Yeah, he's smooth.
Amy,
You could probably get hurt by this guy.
Yeah.
If you have feelings for him.
The young ladies magazines out there tell you figure out what the guy wants, and then you'll get him, and you can hold him and keep him happy. That's a lot of crap. This is a guy that will get what he wants and then be right on to the next one. So
Where's your dad, Christina?
he lives in Huntington Park. My parents are divorced.
we figure, but he's not really a part of your life, is he?
Yeah,
He is?
Mm-hmm.
He is?
yeah.
You have a good relationship with him?
It's been pretty messed up these days.
Okay. You sound like somebody who... here's what happens. Your dad splits. He's not as interested in seeing you as he should be. Your self-esteem gets a little injured, and then you're willing to sort of take what you can get in relationships.
Or go for these guys that make you feel crappy.
Right.
Because that's who you are now.
Now,
the girl that guys make feel crappy.
Yeah, when Daddy loves you and treats you like a princess and showers you with love and attention, you don't put up with this kind of crap.
Right.
And she sounded like Daddy wasn't around, and she was willing to sort of take what she could get.
That's the deal.
And guys know or know when women are like this too, because I guarantee this guy would not dream of asking other women for oral sex. You know what I mean?
I don't know. He's throwing pornos on for...
But he senses that sort of weakness or that sort of chink in her armor or that notch in her self-esteem.
And
he's going to seize on it.
Huh?
I wish someone would have taught me how to do that when I was in high school.
At 15.
Your self-esteem was lower than the ladies with the low self-esteem, so you couldn't have dealt with that, seen that.
That's right. That's right, Drew. That's right. I had a very low self-esteem. Thank you. But now I'm a king.
Yeah, philosopher warrior. I know.
That's right. That's right. Well, men fear me, and women they weep in my presence. Right, Amy?
You're so hot.
Even if you're kidding, come on, keep going. Seriously.
He's never heard those words before.
Really?
You did a lot of live, not in person.
you're a
not
good guy,
a
then.
telephone line there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Amy, don't do this.
I'm sorry.
What's cute about me? Just, you know, I mean, we only have like 20 minutes, so. Seriously.
What, you 6'2"?
Oh, yeah, 6'2", yeah.
Tall?
Yeah.
Got a good smile?
Yeah. Anything else?
Good eyes.
All right.
She's flirting with
That's
you.
beautiful.
I worked with her for 2 years. I got nothing.
Nothing.
And now you sit here for what, 2 hours?
Well, listen, kid, I mean, don't take this wrong way, but what are you, 5'10", 5'11"?
I know. I mean, if I was 6'2",
6'2" over
Viagra,
here.
then
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fully, developed male. I mean, I think that's what you're responding to, right, Amy? You don't want any boys. You want a man?
Thanks.
A hairy man.
It's a man with like a huge sack on his left arm, right? All right, I like that. And I like to think of you as a chick I could never get in high school or junior high or out of high school.
Or now.
Yeah, that's the way I'll think of you.
Okay. Thank you.
Tracy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always better when people that are good-looking think you're attractive. You know what I mean? It means more. Like when big, fat, ugly people are attracted to you, like you go, yeah, all right, big deal. Of course you're attracted to me. Look at yourself. But when really hot-looking blonde chicks are attracted to you, it's like, yeah, that's right. It must be something. Tracy?
Yeah.
You attracted to me too?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Please.
What's going on?
I told you, Amy, not to do this.
It's all right.
I got to live with this for a week.
You're just being honest. Go ahead, Tracy.
Couldn't hold back. I understand.
I've been with my boyfriend for like 2 years or more, almost 3. And every time we have sex, I don't have an orgasm. Never have.
You've been having sex? Yeah, you've been having sex since you were 14 with him?
Yeah, pretty much.
How old is he?
No, not since I was 14. It was a while,
How old is he?
19.
Well, Amy?
Do you have oral sex?
Yeah.
And
He does that to you?
Uh-huh.
And still no orgasm?
Uh-huh.
And do you have anything to compare it to? Have you been with other guys?
No, he's my first ever.
He's never had an orgasm, I suspect.
Have you ever had one when you were alone?
No.
Have you ever used a vibrator?
No.
Maybe you should try one.
She's 17. You're corrupting the poor girl.
No, I'm not.
Really? How about the tub? That's what I hear.
The what?
Amy, ever heard of the tub technique?
I have.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
I know. People talk.
People say it's,
I know. On the bus and stuff.
What is the tub technique? I'm sorry.
Poor Sean.
You use the use the loofah. No, use the water. In the tub, you let it run on you. Apparently.
Amy, have you tried the tub technique?
Not yet.
but surely you've been in the tub.
I've been in the tub before. No, but I would recommend getting a vibrator.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Trace,
I would.
What are those? What's a good one set you back these days?
Pardon?
$20, something like that.
Probably 25.
Oh, 25. Yeah, that's what the tip. Because you don't buy a vibrator without giving the guy a little something. You know what I mean? A little something for the effort. Because they have to test it out. Well, I don't have to tell you this, Amy, but I'll tell Sean.
No, I was in Hustler.
They fire the thing. They fire the thing up for you.
You got to test it out.
Yeah, because there's they have a no return policy, and with the butt plugs, they actually put them up you because they're like,
right?
These don't take batteries, but we're not taking them back. And it's like no excuse in the world. Like, come on, it's still in the box. Sorry, we cannot. There's no bargain bin with the butt plugs. There's no seconds. There's nothing. So they actually put the batteries in the things, and they'll fire them up, and it'll be like, all right, but, take it out of the store, and that's it. It's not coming back. So, and don't use the Duracells in there. You'll break something off. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, Amy? When you buy the vibrator, they give you these like Korean batteries with a generic, they're like light blue, and they have some Korean writing on them, and they power the thing up just fine. But you go through those in the first week, and you toss a couple of Duracells in there, and the thing will come flying out of your hand and like go right up the dog's ass. I mean, it's insane. You'll kill somebody with that. You'll lose all feeling. You'll paralyze yourself with one of those babies. All right, we'll take a little break, and then we'll come back.
Thanks a lot for having us.
We wish you all the success in the world, and we know this is going to be a big movie, and it has to make money because what was the budget on it?
Oh, it was like
$7 million.
Right, it'll double that. It'll double that the first week.
Well, let's hope
they will.
All right, so until next time, this is Anderson. You all right over there? Yeah, good. It's tough when you're ending the show and he's looking down, like shaking his head. Until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline.